Boom! What's up, you guys? Hey, Byron here.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Doing that morning commute, but I got something coming through me I want to get to you. Talking about process. Your process, you know. It's unfortunate, but it's real, you know, that our world and our reality, you know, a lot of, like, everything, we're able to have it so quick and so easy. It's beautiful, but if we pay too close attention to it, we can lose and miss out on, like, the reality of principles that govern this experience. And those principles are seed, time, and harvest, you know what I mean? And so I say to everything of value, there's an appropriate process of transmutation that must occur in order for, you know, more value to be added for the evolution of that thing to take place. And so what I want to bring to your attention is there is a process in between the results that you want for your life. So, like, you see in your mind's eye a reality. Like, you see in your mind's eye something that you want, something that you feel you need in your life, something that you want to express on a higher level, a life you want to express on a higher level, an ability. You see it in your mind's eye. And what a lot of people fail to realize and fail to focus on is, there's a process in between this ham sandwich. Yeah, I mean, like, you aren't the person who can bring forth those results right now. You aren't the person who can give the fruitage of the results and the manifestations in your life that you want right now. You have this organic, intrinsic value to you right now that means that you can cultivate enough ability to eventually do that. But right now, who you are, that ability hasn't been cultivated, that strength hasn't been added to you because you haven't done the thing to have the power. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do the thing to have the power. That's the game. Those are the law and the prophets on this. And it's unfortunate that in our world, we forget this. You know what I mean? We see talent and we think it's just like, we see people and we think that they're lucky or things were easy or whatever it is. But like so many of us, like literally, we failed to exercise the muscles that are endurance, you know, that are doing a thing when it's not fun. And I want to try to get you to fall in love with the work that's necessary to unlock your greatness, because it is literally that work that separates us. You know what I mean? It is literally that work of cultivating your skill, your ability, of cultivating the seed of individual power that you were given. It is the work of you stepping into the process of your purification, the process of your transformation, and the process of your own evolution that's going to separate you in this life. That's going to literally be the vehicle that's going to take you from point A to point B. You cannot get there without a process of purification, of transmutation that leads to your evolution. The blacksmith doesn't just pick up a beam of steel and like talk to it. You know what I mean? That beam of steel's got to get beat. That beam of steel's got to go through the fire, the water. You know what I mean? Like, until it's gone through enough battering to be perfected to then become a sword. That is the game. You know what I mean? The caterpillar has to die. And that's what we're doing here. So from the ground, you can see the mountaintop. But what I want you to pay attention to, and what I want you to fall in love with, is the process of climbing the mountain, because that is where you're going to live your life. Because you want to know what happens when you get to the mountaintop. Do you want to know what happens when you get to the mountaintop? When you get to the mountaintop, let me tell you something. Just like every other thing you've ever gotten in your life, what happens? You get there and then what happens? Boom! What happens? You get there and you realize it's just another thing. You know what I'm saying? You realize it's another thing. Like, do you remember when you would kill for the things that you have right now in your life? Do you remember when you asked God for everything that you right now have in your life? Do you remember that? Do you remember when you thought when you got that one thing it would be the coolest thing ever and it would be so tight? Do you remember when you were like when you were a few chapters back smoking cigarettes before you quit, or before you got the weight off, or before you got that raise that you were dying to get, before you got that girlfriend that you made it to your wife that you were dying to get. Do you remember before that? Do you remember when you were like, man, if I could just have a car, you know what I mean, I'd be good. I'd be good. I won't ask for nothing else. Do you remember that? Guess what? When you get to the mountaintop that you're lusting for, what you're going to realize is it's just another mountaintop. Because life isn't meant to stop there. It's cyclical. It's all about mountains and valleys. So when you get there, it's just another mountaintop. What's the value of the whole entire process? The value is not getting to the mountaintop. That's good. That's nice. That's awesome. Hey, put that in your grape soda, stir it up and drink it down. But the reality is, your life's about the process. The process is what makes you. The process is what fashions your character, okay? The process is what makes you the type of person that life and no one else outside of you can take away your value. You look at a millionaire who went through a process to get that, not someone who won the lottery or was just given an inheritance, you know, or just got famous because of sports or whatever it is. You look at one of those people that went through a process to get it, you can take all their money away. Rest assured, in a few years, they'll gain a great majority of it back. Why? Because they went through a process to get that. They now have enveloped and ingested and become that. And they now have that character that's in alignment with that. And so you can take away the results. But the results aren't the prize. The ability to create is the prize. The ability to do that is the prize. And so that's what I want to draw your attention to. That's what I want you to fall in love with. I want you to fall in love with the every step, every day by day. I want you to fall in love with going to the gym, with the pressure, with the stress. I want you to embody that. I want you to live that. I want you to appreciate that, because that's where the magic happens. That's where you can't scare, like I went to Iraq. I was an 18, 19-year-old kid, had grown men trying to kill me. I got blown up a whole bunch of times. I went through all kinds of stuff. Life pretty much can't really scare me with 90% of stuff. Hey, when I listen to your problems, I can tell the manner of man you are by the manner of problems you have. Yeah, I mean, I can tell if your metal's been tested or if you're a knight in shining armor based on the problems, the things that knock you off balance. Yeah, I mean, what life throws at you and how you react, how the sophistication of the tools you're working with to solve problems. You know what I mean? So because I've walked through the fire in a lot of areas, little else can touch me because I've been through so much. Your process, your problems are the weight, are your glory. They are conditioning you to hold up under the burden of your blessing and of your glory. Because you wouldn't have to go get the oil change if you didn't get the car that you prayed for. You know what I'm saying? And that's the game. That's the reality. Because with your blessings and the things that you want come responsibilities, come burdens. You have to be trained in order to become strong enough to hold up under the burden of your blessing. So that's what's coming. You know what I mean? And that's why there's a process necessary to get there. Seed, time, and harvest. That's the way this world works. Everybody can plant the seed, but not too many people can stay with the seed, water the seed, fight for the seed, protect the seed, be faithful to the seed until it becomes the tree that eventually brings forth the harvest. So that's what I wanted to hit you on this morning is the goal is good and it's the motivation, but I think the actual real aim should be to envelop the lessons and the strength that you have the honor of stepping into on the process, your own greater destiny, purpose, and future. Because when you achieve your goals, let me tell you something, it's just another goal. It's just another thing. But who you become on the journey is what's going to allow you to transcend just that realm of success. You know what I mean? That's what I got for you. It's who you become on the journey that's really going to matter on the whole trajectory of your entire life. Boom. Hey, I make these videos because I love you guys. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let's go out and make the world a better place. Do the best you can with what we have. And I just revamped my website. Go check it out, byronrogers.com. Links in my bio. All right, I'm out.